We are talking about counting Kentucky's homeless. Agencies are looking for volunteers actually to help get a snapshot of the current homeless population. It's called the K Count and it's happening 1 week from today. Joining me now to talk about the importance of the effort is Kim Webb with the Emergency Shelter of Northern Kentucky. I want to thank you for being here. And for people who might not know, what does K Count stand for?
Thanks for hosting and having us.
You bet.
K Count actually stands for Kentucky's Count, and it's it's the state's version of the national point in time count that is done. Ours is going to be held January 31st.
Okay, why is it important to count the homeless?
It's important to count the homeless for the agencies that receive federal assistance or federal funds. That data is what determines projects. It determines the federal assistance that comes in to the agencies to help individuals who are experiencing homelessness. So it's very, very important, especially in Northern Kentucky, where sheltering is very limited right now with what we have. So who can we count? And the count is simply those that are living in shelter, those that are living outside or living in substandard housing or housing not meant for human habitation. So it's really important for us to find those that are sheltered, which is, we know where we have them. We have several of them in Northern Kentucky, but there's not enough of them. They're all centrally located in Covington, and so it's really difficult to kind of navigate some of the surrounding counties to do that count.
You raise a really interesting point. You know, not everybody's in a shelter.
Correct.
And so finding the homeless for this count can be a tough proposition. How do you know where to go, and how do you get people to join the ranks in terms of searching?
The part of this has been very interesting is that there's been a high level of collaboration over the last 15, 16 months with all the agencies.
Good.
We have agency-sponsored outreach individuals that have been working this past year to really start identifying and tracking where our homeless are living outside. And so the outreach groups are going to be going out and targeting at the camps and hoping to meet people. And the survey is actually about 45 questions. So you really have to know how to administer the survey in a very dignified way. And so the training that's happening tomorrow night, we need volunteers to come to get trained to be able to administer the count.
So happening where tomorrow night?
It's happening at Indiana Wesleyan University in Florence.
Okay.
It starts at 2 o'clock. I provided a website and there's a link and you can find registration's not required, but it's encouraged so that we know. It also will put you in touch with our agencies here in Northern Kentucky that are going to do the count. And really, we need everybody's assistance to make sure that our numbers represent who actually is homeless in Northern Kentucky that can be counted.
So we can help them.
So we can help them and get the agencies to get the funds that they need to provide housing services, rapid rehousing, and connect them to the services that we have.
Sure. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And for getting the word out. We really appreciate it, especially at this stage of the game. It is so cold. It has been so cold, and we want to make sure we take care of those people right